in downtown Philadelphia, and I had pulled over on the side of the road, and I was just talking into my camera, and so, if you guys are not following my journey as I travel around the country, I was at the Constitutional Center in downtown Philadelphia. And as soon as I left the Constitutional Center, this protest passed right by me. So I thought I would cover it. A pro-Palestinian protest, and they are protesting down the streets of Philadelphia. I just happened to be at the Constitutional Center. When I was leaving the Constitutional Center, these folks passed me, and I thought I would cover it. Pretty big protest, a lot of people. Just so you guys could see the size of the protest. As you guys know, I have not stated an opinion about the Israel-Palestinian conflict other than we need to take a look at it and find the truth. I don't know what the truth is. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm not an Israeli-Palestinian law scholar. So I haven't spent years and years studying the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. What we're seeing, it doesn't look real good. It looks bad. It looks like war. And so I've been just calling for peace because we don't want to get into a war. We're already involving ourselves in wars. We don't want to be in more wars. America is not involved in this war. We should stay away from the war. That's my position. I don't know enough about it to have a truly educated position. really sure. Copper's coming up, lights on here. So if you guys don't know, I was at the Constitutional Center in downtown Philadelphia when this protest walked by me. So I thought I would cover it so that it's happening right in front of me, and I'm a journalist. What I want y'all to call for is peace. We shouldn't be in wars. To the front of this so you guys can see what it looks like. As you guys know, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm not an Israeli-Palestinian law scholar. So because of that, I'm gathering all the information I can so I can find the truth. The truth is the most important metric. So this is what it looks like at the front of this protest. I want you guys to see it. I want to share it with you so you can see it. I think it's important that we take a look at everything. I want to know the truth. And that's why I'm covering this, because I literally walked out of the Constitutional Center in downtown Philadelphia. And when I left the Constitutional Center, I walked outside and this protest just passed me right by. I originally started filming because there was cherries and berries coming down the street at a very high rate of speed. So I pulled my camera out and I started filming. I went live after I'd followed this group for about 5 minutes to make sure it was going to be peaceful and not violent. And so then I thought that you guys should see it. This is downtown Philadelphia. Downtown Philadelphia right now. This is America. Everybody has a right to say how they feel. These people have a right to do this. And we should support them in their right to protest. They have, that's what America's based on, right? Why are you ladies here to support freeing Palestine? Okay. Can you guys educate the public a little bit about what's going on? Because a lot of people don't know. Do you know? Can someone explain it clearly? Oh, I see. You guys been out Friday night having fun. I get it. You've been drinking. Okay. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. God bless you. You know, this is the fundamental principle of America is your right to protest. It doesn't matter if you're on the Palestine side or you're on the Israel side. I have chosen no side because I don't know enough about it to actually have an opinion. I have seen some things that have made me question what Israel has done over the past 7 decades. However, I don't know all the things that the Palestinians have done. So I'm not intelligent enough on the issue to have a perspective other than to call for peace and search for the truth. And that's my position on this. I come from Jewish heritage. However, these people have a legitimate argument here. I agree with that, Selena. America should not go to war. I don't want America to go to war. That's right. It's so easy to divide and conquer. It's so easy. So here's the line right here. This is the line. These people are holding the line. The police are backing up this. And so they both have their positions and what they're supposed to be doing. So they're creating the barrier to create the protest, and the police are following, hopefully in the name of public safety. But as we know, that's not always the case. So that's part of the, I pulled my camera out and I started filming when I saw a line of cops coming down the street. As soon as I saw that line of cops, as you can see right here, as soon as I saw the line of cops, and there was a dozen cop cars coming flying down the road with their cherries and berries on. So as soon as I saw that, I went live and started filming. Let me get to the side over here. Lots of different groups of people within this group. There are white people, there are Jewish people, there are Muslim people. A lot of different groups here. And it's a large group of people. I agree with that. God is tired of wars. I'm for peace, no war. I'm calling for peace. We don't know enough about Israel and Palestine for us to all say that we want to rush to war. We don't. And if you do, I disagree with you. I don't want to go to war. I don't want to send our men and women into war for a conflict that's lasted for centuries. I'm just not interested in sending United States troops into war. I don't agree with the government narrative. I never do agree with the government narrative. As soon as the government tells me a narrative, I question that narrative. So, as you guys know, I am a journalist and I will cover anything that's newsworthy. This passed right by me as I exited the Constitutional Center in downtown Philadelphia. I walked out of the Constitutional Center, this protest passed me with 12 cops with their cherries and berries on. I'm gonna cover that. And for anybody watching this, if there is an Israeli protest and Jewish people are protesting, I will cover that as well. I will not let a newsworthy item go by me and not cover it. Can I have one of those? Thank you, I appreciate it. Let's get to the light. Let's get to the light and check out the pamphlet. So here's the front of their protest here. So here's the literature. It's a pig on a bike. There's a pig on a bike. I'm gonna open up this, we're gonna take a look at this in 1 second. I wanna see what the literature says. Cool look, you guys got a good look. Cool bandana, cool stash. So this is the front of the protest here. Coming up on the front of the protest here, I'll switch the camera around so you guys can see. So you got the cops up here. You have the cops up here, and they're kind of losing control of what they're doing because they're disorganized pigs. Okay, so they're gonna stop the protest here. Looks like they're gonna. So this is the very front of this protest. They had some conflict here. The police are jumping between the conflict. There is a lot of people here in Philadelphia who are openly aggressive toward this protest. I've seen several different people try to start fights and the cops have stopped it. And then after that, I decided to run live so that you guys could see exactly what I'm watching. So now they got we're coming up here on Broad Street. This is the main strip in Philadelphia right here. This is Broad Street, and I think this was the goal. I think they were trying to get to Broad Street. So they've given me some literature here that we're gonna take a look at in a second. But as we hit Broad Street, this is the main, this right here, let me show you. There's Broad Street over there. And so they're gonna go right down Broad Street here. Wow, Broad Street, I was actually heading to Broad Street from the Constitutional Center when this protest passed me. And at first, it was pretty peaceful, and so I just didn't run live. I went on Instagram for a minute. But then as more and more people from Philadelphia began to revolt against the protest, I thought that I would run live so that you guys could see exactly what I'm seeing. I'm gonna get in front of the protest so you guys can see it from a different perspective. Here's the very front of the protest. Put this literature in my pocket. So this is the very front of the protest. You got a guy standing on a car here. He's up on top of the car. I'm right in the middle of Broad Street. Oh, look at this little guy. Look at that little guy. Hi, little guy. Hello, little boy. Hello, little boy. Listen, I've been very clear, y'all. I have not chosen a side here. I have said that it doesn't look very good right now, what the Israelis have been doing. However, I don't know both sides. I don't know what they would say the Palestinians have been doing. So until I know more information, I'm gonna call for peace. And that my people, Team DLZ, we don't fight each other over things we can't control. But anything newsworthy, I will cover. I will cover anything newsworthy. There's some sort of conflict here.
So we got a medic or a medical professional? She have a seizure.
Ah, shoot, now I gotta get cops. Ugh, yuck. I'm not getting the cops, they'll figure it out. Someone had a seizure here. It has stopped the entire procession of the protest. So a woman had a seizure, is what they're saying. You guys might want to call for EMT. You got a woman who had a seizure. She's on the ground. She's right over there. She's right over there. She needs an EMT. No matter what I do, I have to be a good person. I have to do it right. I have to do things the right way. So that woman needs medical attention. And so I have to tell the people who are law enforcers, who are supposed to be peace officers, that that woman had a seizure. This will give us a moment. There you go, sir. There you go, sir.
Free, free Palestine!
In America, everybody gets a right to say their opinion, and you should support people who are going to protest. You may not agree with the protest, doesn't matter which side you've decided to take, even though you have no idea what's really going on. You should still support protests, no matter what, because it may be you that someone's protesting for or against. You're welcome. So I'll say it again, since there's a couple hundred people here. I was at the Constitutional Center, and the moment I exited the Constitutional Center, this protest passed me by. And as you guys know, I will cover anything that is newsworthy. This is going on in cities across America, both Israeli protests and Palestinian protests. And I think that we should recognize what's happening. Because I don't know enough about the situation, I call for peace. I call for peace, that we do not enter into another war. We saw what happened getting into a war with Iraq caused. I'm against war. I'm anti-war. I'm pro-God. I'm pro-America. I am not for war. I am not for war. So I'm not here in support of Palestine or in support of Israel. I'm here as a journalist covering this event. That's what I'm doing here. Call for peace. Call for peace. The United States entering into another land war in the Middle East is the last thing that we want. I heard about this, how they ride the motorcycles through Philly. I've never seen it though. I just came downtown to check out the Constitutional Center and drive around the streets and check it out. I'm not sure how many of you guys know this about me, but I am of Jewish descent. My last name, DeCastro, is a Jewish surname. So I'm not for slaughtering my own people. I don't agree with that. I'm not for slaughtering Palestinians either. So, I want to remain as neutral as I possibly can until I know all of the facts, until I understand the Israel-Palestinian conflict in better detail. And right now, all I'm searching for is the truth. Call for peace. Call for peace. Call for peace. 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 No war. No war. Call for peace. Peace, my brother. Peace. Call for peace. Call for peace. Call for peace. 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 Call for peace. No more war. No more war. I agree. Both sides are certainly complicit in the conflict. I don't know enough about it to choose a side and say that this side is definitively wrong. I don't know. What I don't want to do is see us rush to war. Call for peace. 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 Peace. Peace in the Middle East. No more war. No more war. No more war. No more war. So now we're leaving Broad Street. The protest is leaving Broad Street, and it looks like it's heading, I'll let you know the street, heading down South Penn Boulevard here, South Penn Square. I just read, someone wrote, stand with Israel. How do we know? How do you know that? You're just choosing a side blindly? How do you know that? If you said stand with Palestine, I would say the same thing. You don't know enough yet. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you know more than I do. I don't know enough yet. I just know it looks bad right now. There's a large mix of people here. There's white people, black people. Peace, my brother, peace. There's a large group of people, white, black, Jews, Muslims, there's Palestinians, there's all kinds of groups of people in here. I've been following this for about an hour. What's up, Sly Shy? Are you in Philly? I'll shoot you an email as soon as I get out of here. I'll shoot you a text message. I got your phone, Sly. What building is this? Macy's. This is Macy's in Philly? Okay. It's the Wanamaker, the Wanamaker building. So it looks like the protest got held up here. Let's take a look at what's going on up here. More pigs on bikes. Hopefully they got that woman some help who had a seizure. So I'm back to the front of the protest. Oh, that's a beautiful dog. What a gorgeous animal that is. So it seems as though there's something going on here in the center. I can't see it. I don't want to run in there. Everybody hit the like button and share the stream so that people can see what's going on. I'm not a part of this protest. I was just leaving the Constitutional Center and it passed right by me. So as you guys know, hit the like button. I will cover anything that is newsworthy. And just so you guys know, my travels don't stop here. I'm going to 2 more states where there are people who need my help. You know, I've been very clear about this and I want to continue to reiterate my position. I'm calling for peace. I'm not picking a side. I'm not choosing against my own Jewish heritage, and I'm not choosing Palestinians. I'm not choosing either one. I'm calling for peace, that America does not enter another land war in the Middle East. I'm against war. I'm pro-peace. So if you guys want to say anything about me, you're welcome to do so. I'm used to it. My position has been clearly stated now. I have not chosen a side, and I'm not going to choose a side. I'm on the side of America. I'm on the side of freedom. I'm on the side of liberty. I'm on the side of them having the right to protest. If this was a Jewish protest, I would follow it as well. If this was an Israeli protest, I would follow it. If these were Zionists, I would follow them as well and cover the protest. Let's see what's going on over here. Exactly correct, writes on. Divide and conquer. They want to divide us. Team DLZ, do not be divided over this. Don't let them divide us. We have our problem. It's the cops. We're not in Israel. We're not in Ukraine. Our problem is police and politicians, Republicans and Democrats. Don't let them divide us. know, if you really, I've been really watching a lot of videos and trying to catch up on exactly what's happened in Israel and Palestine. And from my position, as you guys know, a lot of you here believe that 9/11 was a black flag attack. I'm starting to believe some things about Benjamin Netanyahu. If you study Benjamin Netanyahu, how far would he be willing to go to stay in power is the question I have. I don't want to blame Palestinians. I don't want to blame innocent Israelis who were killed. I take a look at Benjamin Netanyahu and I start to question his integrity and his morals. And I start to ask myself, what has Ben Netanyahu done? What has he done? Now they have one person on a megaphone, and as you guys know, if you've ever been a part of a protest, one person on a megaphone is just horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible to deal with, but I want to set the scene for you guys so you guys can see it. You have people up here on their cars. You have the cops down there blocking off the boulevard. And then you have right down here at where Macy's is, the streets are closed off. I don't want to be in the middle of a crowd with a single person on a megaphone. Top Rock News got it exactly correct. As soon as men took ownership of God, we started to have wars. And I am not any religion. I'm a God guy all the way. So you can't paint me with any religious brush. I agree with Sebastian. Sebastian said, how do we know what's really going on? We're just the sheeple and the peons. I totally agree with what you're saying. I don't know enough to say that these are the right people and these are the wrong people. I do know man's motivation for power, and I don't trust Netanyahu at all. The research you've done on Netanyahu, he is a bad guy. Netanyahu is a bad dude. And he's just like George W. Bush. He's a terrible person. And just so you guys know, I'm not saying anything that half of Israel hasn't said. Benjamin Netanyahu is a piece of shit. And you don't have to choose a side in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict to know that Benjamin Netanyahu is a piece of shit. And now people are agreeing with Joe Biden. All the people who hate Biden now are all like, yay, let's go to war. Just like George W. Bush was hated by everybody in our country until 9/11, and we call that a false flag attack. And now everybody's backing up Joe Biden to go to war. You've got to think about that. You've got to think about that. Big Mike Audits is here, everybody. Get over to Big Mike Audits, subscribe to his page. Did everybody get over to Anthony Allegrini Jr.'s YouTube page and subscribe to his YouTube page and show that family some love? Please get over to Anthony Allegrini Jr., his YouTube page. I agree with you, Roger. God is love. As soon as we started to take ownership of God by writing these different religious texts, I think that people began to become sectioned off. I agree with that too, Bull. God is mythical. Do I think that when I die, I get to go to a better place? I hope so. I'm working on making sure I can get there. Do I believe that I might just die and become worm food? Yes. Do I believe that there's a place up in heaven for me? Yes. I believe both. I believe both. I believe that it's totally fake and that life is a gift you get once. I also believe there's a God up above who's watching out for my soul, that if I live life correctly, I get to go to heaven. How do you have two views exactly the same in your head? They're diametrically opposed. That's called cognitive dissonance. That's what it's called, cognitive dissonance. When you can have two diametrically opposed views in your mind and accept them both. Like, for example, Israeli-Palestinian conflict has been caused by both Israelis and Palestinians. My position is peace. Do not send American troops to war. That's my position. Do not send American men and women to war. No war. No war. Peace. I call for peace. I call for peace. No war. No war. If you don't like me because I call for peace, I don't care. There's a lot of people that don't like me. You think I give a flying if you don't like me? I don't. Scott, you're correct. Scott wrote that this country wouldn't be here if we didn't go to war. So I'll give anybody a peace symbol, man. I call for peace all the way. I call for peace all the way. You know, we have our own war here that we need to fight. We have our own war here to get rid of law enforcers and change them back to peace officers who protect and serve. Let's go check out the coppers, okay? How you doing?
How you doing?
Can I get your name and badge number?
I'm a photographer from the Daily News.
Oh, you're a photographer from the Philadelphia Daily News?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, wow. I thought you were a cop.
Are you a police officer?
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
I don't know. I don't know who you are.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't know who you are.
I'm Delete Laws. It's a channel on YouTube.
Okay.
I cover anything that's newsworthy, and I just wanted to see if...
I'm not newsworthy.
Yes, you are. You matter.
Thank you.
You count. So here in the United States of America, the biggest problem that we face is right here. This is the problem in our country, cops. It's the biggest problem we have are these guys. The rules and the Supreme Court has created give these guys absolute power over us, and this is the problem. So, you know, it's no longer protect and serve. Why do you guys call yourself law enforcement after you go to Peace Officer Standard and Training School? You guys go to Peace Officers Training and you get a certificate from Peace Officer, right? But then you become a law enforcer. I just want to know how that happens. It's not worth answering. I mean, I've been a good citizen today, haven't I? I showed you that a woman had a seizure. See, as soon as you call them out, then you're bad. As soon as you call them out. I'm not sure if you guys just saw that, but as soon as I started filming the pigs, they left. This is our problem in America, our pigs. That our biggest problem in the United States are cops. That's the biggest problem that you and I face. Well, you are black. You didn't know what cops do to black people?
No.
The cops are the problem. So The Israeli-Palestinian conflict's happening thousands of miles away, and they're killing each other over there. I'm for changing these jackboot thug pigs. I'm not sure if you guys caught that or not. I'm not sure if you guys caught that or not, but the moment I came here and started filming the pigs, they all went over there. If YouTube would lift the shadow ban, there would be a lot of people here. Who will watch the watchers? Que custidias hipos custodos? Who will watch the watchers? Who will watch the watchers? This is what we need to study. This is our biggest problem. You're not stepping in front of me. You're good, hon. This is what we need to think about. Quis custodiat hipos custodes. There's a popular Latin term. It stands for who watches the watchers. This will give us a good opportunity here to take a look at the literature that someone just gave me. So this is the literature that I was just handed when I walked down the street. And this says our solidarity is with the Palestinian people. It says that the Black Alliance for Peace wish to reaffirm unapologetic solidarity with the Palestinian people. Well, so this is called the Black Alliance for Peace. However, just so you know, the reason I went live is because we passed a couple of bus stops and 3 different groups of black guys went and they were gonna fight these people and the cops jumped between them. So it's not really a full-on Black Alliance, not quite full. Not all black people feel like this one does. Golden State fan, I was at the Constitutional Center downtown Philadelphia, and as soon as I walked out the door of the Constitutional Center, this protest passed me by. And as you guys know, it is an American right to protest. You can look up the 1963 case of South Carolina versus Edwards. If you take a look at that 63 case of South Carolina versus Edwards, that was created for your right to protest. Was it 1963 or 1967? I'm not sure if you guys know which year South Carolina versus Edwards happened. This guy's got a full-on TV camera. I can't really hear what's going on over there. So, look, I'm gonna reiterate it again and again and again, okay? I call for peace. I'm not gonna jump into the middle of a land war in the Middle East like we did in Iraq in 1992, and we've been in war in Iraq and the Middle East ever since. And so I'm not gonna jump into and say like, hey, let's go to war, support Palestine, support Israel. I'm for supporting neither. When you see the war between the Palestinians and the Israelis, the bombs going up for the Palestinians are paid for by Americans, and then the Iron Dome is paid for by American taxpayers. So I don't want to spend our money on wars, but that's how the powers that be get rich, is by creating wars. That's how the powers that be stay in power. I'll give you a simple example of that. How did these jackboot thug pigs stay in power? They stay in power when they create conflict and division between the people. Thank you. 1963, South Carolina versus Edwards. So as you guys know, you remember for the pandemic, the cops took total authoritarian control. They sent out the National Guard. Boy, did you see that butthurt pig when I told him that you guys are the problem? His face crinkled all up and he looked all angry at me. But the problem in our country are the police and the Republicans and Democrats that empower the police. This should not be our focus. This should not be our focus. If people want to protest, they have a right to protest. Our focus should be on changing the jackboot thug pigs in our country. Oh, what a cutie. Hi, buddy. Hello, buddy. Look how cute you are. Oh, beautiful dog. What a beautiful... Oh, Valentine? What a cutie. Call for peace, y'all. Call for peace. Call for peace. There's going to be the drum beats of war. There's going to be the drum beats of war. Support Israel. Support Palestine. Go to war so that we lose any power or any progress that we've made to get rid of the jackboot thug pigs in our country. Go to war. Go to war. There's going to be a great call to go to war. I totally disagree. I'm for peace 100%. If the Palestinians and the Israelis are going to fight it out, then let them.
What happened?
I don't know. I walked out of the Constitutional Center, and then the protest passed me. I'm a journalist, so I just started to cover it.
Oh shit, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, you're on YouTube.
What's up, Mom? What's up, Mom?
What's up, Mom? Call for peace, y'all. Call for peace. Don't rush to war. Do not rush to war. Don't let either side entice you into war. War is hell. Do not agree with war. Do not endorse war. Do not endorse war. I mean, you can do what you want. I don't endorse war. Right in front of all the coppers. That guy's all fired up, man. He's all fired up. Mad as hell that there's a Palestinian protest. I support any protest. You want to protest, you got my support. I may not agree with your protest. I support your right to protest. There's a big difference. You have every right to protest. If we were really smart, there would be thousands of people marching through the streets that their policies and procedures are to detain you in torture cuffs. This is what the protest should be about. It should be about all these pigs right here. We should be protesting as well as these people are protesting, and we should be protesting the pigs in our country. We should be organizing things like this. This group right here, we should be organizing protests against cops the way the Israelis and the Palestinians are organizing protests. We should be doing the same exact thing. All of us should be doing this, and we should be protesting these jackboot thug pigs. That's what we should be protesting. We should make sure we keep, I'm gonna go over here. Getting away from that guy playing his music. I wanna make sure you guys can see the stream later. I don't want the stream to get banned. This is what we should be protesting. We should be protesting as well as they're protesting. Do you see how organized they are? Do you see how intense and how passionate they are? We should be doing the exact same thing against the jackboot thug pigs in this country. That should be our protest. We should be organized as well as these people, as well as the Israelis, protesting pigs. That should be our protest. And it doesn't matter what I post on YouTube. It's so shadow banned. I can't. I put an audit up. Doesn't matter what I put up. I got hardly any traction. My views have dropped 20 million views in 30 days. I was at 30 million views a month, and now I'm at 12. So 18 million views I've dropped in less than 1 month. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So make sure you share the stream because this is a newsworthy event that we should cover. So it looks like the protest has stopped right here. It looks like this is where the protest, I guess this is the culmination of the protest would be here. I've been to lots of protests. Oh yeah, Jose, I hate cops. And if you're a pig, I hate you too. Because you guys cover up the murders and deaths of so many people, it's disgusting. If you don't hate the organization that calls themselves law enforcers, then you're mentally warped. You can't watch what these jackboot thug pigs do to people and support pigs. Can't do it. Hate is not of the devil. That is such bullshit. That is such crap. You build up hatred over time when you watch cops murder, beat, rape, and kill your people over and over and over again. You know, you have to understand, there was a woman who in Boston who killed a cop when she was 21, I think it was 1967. She fled to Cuba, and then you say to yourself, why would she be a part of killing cops at 21 free in America? Because they had raped, murdered, and killed so many of her friends in front of her that she turned homicidal. I don't endorse murdering people, you know that. I call for peace all the time. I call for peace now. But that doesn't mean that your hatred is evil if you hate cops. I'm not evil at all. There's hundreds of people in this chat and in the comments who I have helped that will tell you that if I'm full of hatred and full of the devil, why would I help so many people? It's ridiculous. Don't say stupid shit, dude. I agree with Wanda. Just subscribe to your channel, by the way, Wanda. I agree. God said, love one another. I call for peace, man. I call for peace. Unashamed, unabashedly for peace. And as long as we have jackboot thug pigs, we'll never have peace in this country. There's our problem. This is not our problem. This is our problem. So this is a perfect microcosm of what I'm looking at here. These people have their issues over in the Middle East, Israel and Palestine. They're gonna have their conflict. They're gonna kill each other in the Middle East like they've been doing for thousands of years. These guys are killing our friends and our family and our loved ones on welfare checks. These guys are pulling over on the side of the road, breaking into your car, pulling you out and arresting you. This is our problem here. This is the Middle East problem. This is our problem. This is what we have to worry about. I call for peace over here because I don't want to send our boys and our men and women into war. This may not have a peaceful solution when we get rid of these jackboot thug pigs. This may turn to violence. And this is the reason why we would go to war. Pigs are our problem. The pigs are the problem in America. You guys can get into this all you want. You can get into this and you know what? God bless those people. I hope that no more people die in the Middle East, but there's bombing going on right now. Here in America though, these guys are gonna kill people tonight. They're gonna kill your family, your friends, and your loved ones tonight. These people will kill somebody that you love or you respect today. In America today, these cops will murder somebody. That's what will happen. You know, do you guys, why doesn't the mainstream media ever cover the cops murdering people properly? Why don't you guys cover the cops? The biggest problem we have in America are cops. I mean, I see this. This is in the Middle East, brother. These people are gonna kill people here in America tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm pointing it away from you. I'm just saying. Oh, you have your marching orders, you gotta follow them. Oh,
I shoot what happens.
You shoot what happens. I do the same.
I just stand around.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just wish the mainstream media would cover the real problem in our country are these jackboot thug pigs. The biggest problem we face are pigs every day. They murder our friends, they murder our families under the guise of welfare checks, under the guise of keeping order or peace. They're garbage. We have a garbage organization of pigs. gone. Later. Yo, moderators, block any cop suckers. Anybody comes in here and says back the blue, delete them from my page. F you, F your soul, you piece of shit. You can burn in hell. I have no sympathy for you. I won't come to your aid when the cops destroy you and destroy your family. I will not. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, where's my camera facing? My camera's facing the actual problem. These people are welcome to protest in the United States of America. Our problem is right there. This is a perfect microcosm. Let me create a short here for Colin to cut. I'm down here on the streets of Philadelphia. I just left the Constitutional Center. When I walked out of the Constitutional Center, about 1,000 people supporting Palestine crossed my path. I immediately began to film it and follow the crowd. Now, here's a perfect microcosm. This is the problem in the United States of America, the pigs. These people are going to protest because they have their issues in the Middle East. This is our problem. This is our problem. The pigs in our country is our problem. The Republicans and Democrats who you support. I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. Collectively, they have voted to give away the body cam footage to the police departments. This is our problem. America, this is our problem. It is not the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. This is not our problem. Our problem is right there. You're looking at it. There's our problem right there. That's the biggest problem we face right there. You understand that? I'm not backing Israel. I'm not backing Palestine. That's our problem right there. The real problem right there, the distraction right over there. The real problem in America right there, the distraction right over there. The call to go to war right over there. Go to war, kill people, kill people. Forget about your country's been overrun with pigs. Forget about that there's no real security and safety in our country because these guys are a frickin' gang. Forget about that. Don't pay attention to the cops murdering friends and family. Focus on the war 10,000 miles away. Forget about the cops who murder our friends and family every day. Free Palestine. Support Israel, free Palestine. Forget about the cops murdering people. Don't focus on that. Don't look at the cops who murder people. Focus on Palestine and Israel. Am I wrong? Be distracted, everybody. Be distracted. Forget about the cops murdering people in the streets. Don't worry about that. Anthony Allegrini? Don't worry about Anthony Allegrini. Focus on Palestine 10,000 miles away. Focus on the Middle East 10,000 miles away. Focus on that. Don't focus on the real problem in America, the cops in our country. Don't focus on that. Focus on Palestine. Focus on Israel. Don't focus on the pigs murdering people under welfare checks. Focus on Palestine. Focus on Israel. It's such a scam. It is such a scam. I think Netanyahu is a dirty pig. I think Netanyahu had his hand in this. How did the unsophisticated Hamas, how did they get around Israel's most technically advanced, frog's ass tight security systems? Netanyahu was losing power. That's what I think. You really want to know what I think? It was a black flag attack. That's what I think. So that we don't focus on the pigs. Don't focus on the pigs. Focus on Palestine. So remember, if this turns violent, we're going to see these pigs go ballistic. Go ballistic and start beating and hurting people. Lots of people, man. Lots of people. Don't focus on the cops killing your families. Focus on Palestine and Israel. I think this is the end of their rally. This is the end of their peaceful protest, and I support their right to peacefully protest. I'm not going to choose a side because I don't know enough about it, and I'm going to keep my focus squarely where it belongs, on the pigs in America. That's what I'm going to focus my attention on. Yeah, that looks like the crowd is dispersing here. Philip Baca, focus on these nuts. That was funny. That was really funny. Yeah, you guys, if you want to support what I'm doing, make sure that you share the videos and share the streams. YouTube, I mean, I went from 30 million views last month to 10 this month. I think I'm at 12. It'll drop again tomorrow. The DMV audit I did yesterday, 2,000 views. I'm right over the target. I'm right over the target. The more they deleted my TikTok account 10 days ago. Why is that? Because people are using my trifold. People are invoking their Fifth Amendment right not to talk to pigs. That's what's happening in our country. Okay. 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 I think I go this way. I got to get home and finish editing the Anthony Allegrini video with his parents. So I got to get home and edit that. I want to get that edited. I want to get that out by tomorrow morning. Even though I'm not going to have everything in there I want by tomorrow morning, I'll probably stay up all night getting it done. And then I'll probably release that tomorrow. I want people to see exactly what's happened with Anthony Allegrini.
Is this the right way?
And once again, let me just let you guys know real quick. The exact same group of pigs over there are acquainted or associated with the same pig who murdered Anthony Allegrini Jr., and they want you to be distracted. I'm focused on the pigs who murder our friends and family. You know, I shouldn't have said that. It's not true. You can back the blue all you want, and when the pigs murder you or your family, I'll take your phone call and I'll help you. So it's just not true. As soon as they see the light, as soon as they see the light, this is a police protest. 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 So if you guys want to see the actual problem in America, this is the actual problem in America. This is the full problem in America. It's not the Palestinians. It's not the Israelis. We don't belong in Ukraine. This is our problem. These guys right here, the Supreme Court has given them our rights. Each and every one of these jackboot thug pigs will back up another jackboot thug pig. Every one of them is the problem. They've all pledged an allegiance to the thin blue line. Eat my shorts, copper, you piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, bro. Eat my, oh, do you want to turn it off? Go ahead, make a circle, boys. Make a circle. Right. Oh, here he comes to arrest me, right? Of course, you jackboot thug pig weakling. Eat my shorts, pig. These are the problems in America. Anthony Allegrini was murdered by a pig, and you pigs are covering it up. I don't care if you can mock me all you want. Look at you, you fat piece of shit. No, I don't care, dude. I literally think, and I know for a fact, that you jackboot thug pigs are the problem in our country. And it's not your fault. The Supreme Court has given you our rights. Each and every one of you were given our rights by the Supreme Court. I'm so sick of you pigs. Got a reaction out of you, piggy. Yes, I did. Look at you. You're rattling like a broken fence. I want to keep the focus where it belongs. In America, the problem in our country are these people right here. These people are the problem in our country. And this guy says to go, turn off the phone and step over here. As soon as I say I'll put the phone away, he comes up to arrest me, of course. So this is the 1943 case of Chaplinsky versus United States. If I call him a damn fascist, those are fighting words. But he can say any words he wants to me. He can try to intimidate me. He can walk up to me. But if I tell him drop the badge and gun, then I'm using fighting words. This is the biggest pussy on earth right here. And you didn't fight MMA for 20 years, and I did. There's a big difference between the two of us. You are literally a pussy with a badge. I'm an actual badass MMA fighter. I could beat the fuck out of you, bro. Don't ever threaten to fight me. You're not on my level, and you never will be.
Why are you so angry?
Because you pigs.
Whoa.
That's why I'm mad.
No, you don't have to be mad.
I can't stand you pigs.
Well, if you don't, go someplace else. But you have a good night.
I'm not going to have a good night because you guys are going to murder people tonight, and then you're all going to cover it up. Oh, yeah, you're real tough as you ride away, you pussy. You pussy. Ride away. Talk all the shit you want. As soon as he's going to drop the badge and gun, you pigs go flying. Let's arrest him. You guys are the problem in America. The Supreme Court has given you our rights under the guise of safety and freedom, and you pigs have ruined our country. So go on, pigs on bikes. Go right away. Go right away. I'm just keeping it real. I'll say what's real. You all are pigs, every one of you. You're the problem in our country. It's not Palestine. It's not Israel. Eat my shorts, girl. Just take your slutty ass and go to your club and bring your condoms. Go on. Go get laid, honey. Actually, honey, you can suck it anytime you want. Right, of course. But I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but I'm still standing here. Every single jackboot thug pig that was here a moment ago has now left. You joined it, dude. You're a shame. You're a disgrace to your people. 1704 South Carolina slave catchers. You joined them. Instead of actually standing up for liberty, standing up for freedom, you joined them, pig. And now look, there was 40 pigs and now there's none. Fuck those pigs. Excuse my language. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. There's the problem in America, are pigs. You know it, brother. Biggest gang in America. Why am I angry? Because they murder our friends and family every single day. They murder, kill, rape, cheat, prosecute, persecute, destroy families in America every single day. And if you're not mad about it, then you're the problem, Jack. I always talk about it. I'll talk about it again. 1776, Thomas Paine wrote Common Sense. It was for all the England liquors, all of the British liquors. It was for them. He wrote Common Sense. I'm just gonna keep it real, that's all. And then all the pigs rode away. All the pigs got on their bikes and pedaled away with their little piggy hooves. Let me tell you something. When I die, I don't want a headstone, I want to be cremated. Wherever they plant me in a tree, and so all the people can come and do what they're gonna do, but I want you to put on my tree, badass freedom fighter. That's what I want to be on my headstone. On my grave, I want badass freedom fighter. What's up? What's up, Playboy? Go ahead, get your dance. Go on, Bubba.
We're out here.
We out here.
Friday the 13th. Guess we're playing Jason. What's up?
What's up?
What's up, y'all?
You're on Delete Laws.
Oh, really?
Go to YouTube and look it up. Delete Laws. You're on it right now live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Anything you want to say? Hi, Mom.
Oh, hey. All right, so hey, Mom. Oh, yeah, shout out to my baby.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Happy birthday, Kaj.
Is the biggest problem in America Palestine and Israel, or is it the cops?
What, bro?
Are the cops the biggest problem in our country?
No.
No? What's the biggest problem?
I don't know. What?
Have you been arrested before? You've been put in torture cuffs?
No.
Any of your family or friends?
No.
Okay. So what's the biggest problem if it's not the cops?
We're good civilians, so, you know.
What is it?
The pigs.
So she knows.
No, I think that
She knows.
I think it's not unity.
About unity?
It's not unity.
It's not unity?
Why are you upset?
I hate cops.
Why?
because they're murderous, rapists, prosecuting
Yeah.
fake frauds and thugs.
Have they done anything to you?
Oh yeah,
that's
I've
like,
arrested dozens of times.
Really?
Yeah, before this camera phone, I'm a constitutional law scholar today because they no-knock raided me 20 years ago.
Wow.
For no reason.
No reason?
No reason.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't justified at all.
We're coming back for that ass.
Have a nice night, ladies.
All right, wait. I want to figure this out. You said what?
Delete laws. Delete laws. There you go, honey. Isn't it funny? All those pigs rode away on their bikes, pedaling away. Cops said, turn off the camera. Come over here. I said, okay, I'll put the camera away. They started to want to arrest me. Of course. Of course. It's a plan. That's how they want to do it. They want to arrest you when they start the fight. They can't take the words. I can take any words. You can say anything you want to me. I can take it. They can't take the words. They can't take the words. I went over there and rightfully told them, you're the biggest problem in our country. And they all started to cry. Why are we the biggest problem? Well, the Supreme Court. It's the Supreme Court, scholar. It's the Supreme Court.
Watch all your videos, man.
Oh, do you? Thanks, homie.
Yo, I love the way you put them in check, man.
Watch this last one. I just checked these pigs just now.
Yeah.
I can't stand them.
Yo, they out of control, you know.
Yeah.
I understand they got a job to do.
Yeah.
But you over exceed what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
You treat people like they're not human beings.
Right, right.
You
And
know,
as soon as you're in custody, you're no longer a person, you're a subject.
Exactly. And they
That's-
treat you like it's crazy.
It's crazy, dude. I was just down at the Palestinian march, and I'm explaining to my people, don't focus on that. Focus on the pigs murdering your family, murdering your friends.
Exactly.
That's the biggest problem.
Exactly.
You got a trifold? You got a trifold?
No, I don't.
I don't have one in my pocket. I gave them all away. Get a damn trifold in your car.
You're right.
Get a trifold in your car, brother.
You have no idea just because of my car how many times I was pulled over
Yeah.
for no reason at all.
Oh, you got a badass car. I see. Yeah, you got a badass car. They're gonna target you too because you're black.
Exactly.
It's just not just black. It's poor white. It's poor Asian. Poor Mexican. Anybody who this car's got some money.
Yeah.
So you're black and driving this car.
And anybody who they think that don't know the law, they will target them and they will treat them like, you know they don't know the law. So that's why, and I love what you do.
Yeah.
I love what you do, brother.
What's your name?
Ryan.
Chille.
All right.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for your support. Get a trifold in there, bro. If I got to give it to you for free, I will. You can afford $9. Get a trifold in your car.
No problem.
Ron, I'm going to look for Ron in the orders tomorrow.
Okay.
You get a trifold in your car, bro.
Keep it up, man.
Promise me.
Keep it up.
Promise me.
For the people, I promise you.
All right, got it. For
All
the
right.
people. Pretty much everywhere I go, people recognize. And so it's both humbling and weird and flattering and creepy all at the same time. So I'm gonna keep rolling because I insulted the pigs. And as you guys know, contempt of cop is a very real thing. Those pigs wanted to fight me over me calling them pigs. They literally wanted to fist fight me. That's so funny. They couldn't take being insulted. That their little egos were so hurt. This is cool. I don't live here. I'm staying in a hotel. Here's the Pennsylvania Convention Center. Let's check this out. Tomorrow, I have another place I'm going to take you guys. Tomorrow, there's another place we're going to go. So there's the Pennsylvania Convention Center right there. See, look, they want to divide this team by Palestinian and Israeli. They want to divide us by our perception of what we think is going on in the Middle East. Don't let them do it. Don't let them divide us, because we're finally starting to coagulate. We're finally starting to coalesce. We're finally starting to gel together, where the country agrees we have a major cop problem in our hands, but we have a Supreme Court problem. And I'm gonna teach that as soon as I get back to LA. I've already laid it out. I'm gonna teach it as soon as I get back to Los Angeles. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved all those pigs sitting there. And then I got to tell them, you guys are the problem. I loved it. I can't stand them. Jose got it right. He said, you just hate cops. You got it, brother. You nailed it. 100%. But there's a reason why. I don't just blindly hate cops. I hate cops because they lie, cheat, and steal for one another. They cover up murder. They lie on reports. They lie on affidavits. They lie in court. And then your life, your freedom, your liberty, your sanity is on the line. And you think that someone's going to go on the stand or go to a deposition and they're going to tell the truth about what happened. And then they go on the stand or they go into a deposition and they lie. They lie about what happened. And then you go to prison. They lock up people for drugs. How well's that worked out? How well has it worked out locking up people for drugs? How well is it going? How are things? We've been locking up people for drugs since the 1970 Controlled Substance Act that was written by Richard Nixon's Attorney General. The Attorney General who wrote the Controlled Substance Act of 1970, he went into a room with two other lawyers who were prosecutors and wrote the Controlled Substance Act of 1970. Has anybody looked it up? Anybody looked up the Controlled Substance Act of 1970? Oh wow, what a look. Everybody hit that like button. Take a second, take your finger, hit the like button, hit the like button. And then this wall over here is just blank. What a look, huh? I can't believe that pig actually asked me, why are you so angry? Why am I so angry? Why am I so angry? How come I'm so mad? You don't know? Because half the time when I talk to people or I do anything, I just have to laugh at how ironic it is that the same people who we pay to protect and service murder us in the streets. That's why. I can't see very well. What's up, Philly Maid? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And listen, just so you guys know, I'll cover an Israeli protest. I'll cover a Zionist protest. I'll cover any protest that happens, period. I don't care who protests. You have the right to protest in America, and I'll cover your protest if I'm standing right there. So for people who are going to say, oh, you covered a Palestinian protest, you bet your ass I did, and I'd do it again. I have zero shame in being a journalist and making sure that I show people exactly what's going on. You're not gonna get there in time. You're not gonna get there in time. You're not gonna get there in time. You're gonna kill somebody driving like that. You're not gonna get there in time. You will not get there in time to save anybody. You will kill somebody on the way. Created this emergency light system going back to the 1930s and 1940s. Cops often have to make split-second decisions. Not anymore. They don't anymore. Not anymore. They don't have to grab that person now. Not anymore. There's a camera system now everywhere you look. You no longer have to make a split-second decision. You could retreat and then follow that person on camera. Oh, man! Man, use technology? No way. Cops often have to make split-second decisions. In the 1940s, 50s, and 60s? Okay, sure, maybe. Not anymore. They don't need to make split-second decisions. Not anymore. That's not true anymore. You don't need to make a split-second decision anymore. So sad, man. So sad what's happened to this country. We've allowed these politicians, Republicans and Democrats, to allow things like this to happen in this country. We have lost our educational system, and it's become a educational system so that the masses would be stupid and that the masses wouldn't know their rights and wouldn't know the laws. They write bills that are so complicated, that have so many different issues in them, that if you don't want to vote for food stamps for people, that's wrapped right into the bill that has war over there in Uzbekistan. Turn off the camera and come over here. I go to turn the camera off, they go to arrest me. Sure thing, pig. Look, I'm old now, you know, I'm not in my prime anymore, but if you get into it with me, you got to make sure I don't throw you on the hard ground, because I'm a wrestler, so I'm going to grab a hold of you and I'm going to throw you on the hard ground. That's what will happen to you if you attack me. I will grab you and throw you on the ground faster than you knew what hit you. You have no idea. That's why when people come in my comments start talking shit, I tell them, bro, it'll be like 15 seconds. Cop, turn the camera off and step over here. I go to comply, and a cop steps up to arrest me. I'd whip his ass. And of course, it's, oh, so cute, his little baby. I know, Eddie was murdered, Eddie Izzari. And then the judge just dismissed the charges from across here. Hey, buddy. So I'll talk about this just for a second. I don't want to shine too much light on this cat, but there was this guy in Boston who goes by the name of Turtle Boy. And this guy, he made a video about me, you know, saying how bad I am and all this shit. He was a great big bootlicker. He used to have that cop stick all the way down his throat, jizz all over his face. And he was a cop sucker all the way. Turtle Boy, you were a cop sucker, bro. And now the cops have arrested him and charged him with like 8 felonies. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. Well, I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at you. He was the greatest cop sucker there ever was. He was the greatest cop sucker that ever lived. He said the cops were good. Cops were his friends. He had friends in departments all over Boston. That's what he said. I'm friends with cops all over the place is what he said. Hey, Turtle Boy, how those 8 felonies doing, bud? And then he found out that the cops had murdered another cop and pinned it on the girlfriend or wife or whatever. The irony. I mean, you can't make this shit up. The irony of what happened with Turtle Boy. He was such a cop sucker, and now he calls them pigs. So earlier when I said that I'll kick you out of my room, you start cop sucking. But after the cops beat you, cheat you, rape you, kill your friends, kill your family, kill your loved one, charge you with 8 felonies, you can reach out to me and I'll help you, baby. I'll help you. Oh, Turtle Boy, you poor guy. You thought the cops were your friends. Turtle Boy thought the cops were his friends. Cops are my friends, he said. Are they? Are they? How you doing, Turtle Boy? Cops still your friends? Or didn't those cops turn on you the moment the other cops started investigating you? I think they did. The other cops turned on Turtle Boy the second the other cops said he was bad. They raided his house, his computers, his phones. I thought you were for the cops, Turtle Boy. What happened? Every single one of you guys should have my trifold in your car, for the love of God. You guys can see it. You see what's happening in our country. You should have my trifold in your car. God bless it. I wish I had had a trifold for that guy, but I don't. I gave a bunch away while I was here in Philadelphia. You should have a trifold in your car. That's a fact. All right, I'm gonna go home and edit the rest of the Anthony Allegrini Jr. video. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.